If you're buying new construction in the DC area, Upper Northwest, DC, Chevy Chase, Bethesda, McLean, Arlington, you need to know this first. Not all new construction is the same. And if you miss this, it can cost you. Because here's what is happening in this market: land is at a premium. So developers are buying older homes, tearing them down, and building brand new ones in their place. But at the same time, you also have planned communities, and those are a completely different experience. So let's break this down because this is where strategy really matters. In areas like Chevy Chase or Upper Northwest DC, most new construction is what we call tear down builds. A developer buys a lot, builds one home, sometimes a few, and each one can be slightly different. The process is more flexible though. You might be buying pre construction or mid build, which means you could have some input on finishes or layout depending on timing. And the contract? Still builder driven, but often a bit more negotiable. Now, compare that to planned communities. Everything is structured: set floor plans, defined upgrade packages, very clear timelines. And the contracts tend to be more rigid and less room to negotiate. But here's where I want you to really lean in, because this is an opportunity a lot of buyers overlook. Move-in ready homes in planned communities. These are homes the builder has already finished or need to close on quickly. And from the builder's perspective, that's inventory sitting on their books. They want it sold. So, as a buyer, this is where you may have more leverage. You might see closing cost assistance, incentives, sometimes even price adjustments. And you're buying something you can actually walk through, not just a model or a plan on paper. Now, regardless of which path you take, we need to talk about inspections, because this is where a lot of confusion comes in with new construction. A lot of buyers assume it's brand new, I don't need an inspection. That is not true. You absolutely want an independent home inspection. Even with new builds, inspectors find things, sometimes small, sometimes more serious, and that gives you the opportunity to address them before closing. Now, here is where new construction is a little different. In addition to your inspection, you'll also have what's called a blue tape walkthrough. This usually happens right before closing. And this is not the same as an inspection. The blue tape walkthrough is your chance to go through the home and mark cosmetic issues: paint touch ups, scratches, cabinet alignment, small finish details. You're literally putting blue tape on anything that needs to be corrected. But here's the key difference: the inspection is about function, how the home works behind the wall. The blue tape walkthrough is about finish, how the home looks. You need both, because one protects you structurally and the other ensures the home is delivered the way you expect visually. And I always tell my clients, take your time during that walkthrough. Open cabinets, turn on faucets, look closely at floors and walls. This is your moment to be detailed. So when you step back and look at the full picture, buying a new construction in this area is not just one process. It depends on what you're buying. Tear down build, different strategy. Planned community, different strategy. Move in ready home, that's where the leverage can come in. And layered into all of that, your contract, your inspection, your final walkthrough. Those are the details that really shape your experience. So if you're exploring new construction anywhere in the DC metro area, I want you to go in with this mindset. Understand the type of property, know where your leverage is, and don't skip the steps that protect you. And if you want someone walking you through all of that, from the first showing to the final blue tape walkthrough, That's exactly what I do. Feel free to call or text me at 202-536-4043. I'm Sherine Monir with Compass Real Estate, and Sherine is on your side.